Hi, myself Stalin Kesavan, working as assistant professor in the Department of Marine Engineering. In this lecture, we are going to learn the introduction to the springs and the types of loading on the springs. So generally, when I mean a spring, so it is a mechanical device which is used to store energy and release whenever it is required. And also, these springs absorb energy while compressing it and releases energy when it is uncompressed. And the crucial role of the spring is in the engineering designs to isolate the vibrations and acts as an energy storing device. So what is a spring? So spring is a elastic mechanical component that deforms under loading, and the different types of materials that are used to manufacture a spring is iron, steel, polymers and composites. So the key properties include stiffness, spring rate and the maximum load. So where we can find these springs are in the automobile section. We can find these applications directly. So there are two different types of springs that are available. One is coil spring, which is made of a circular coils, and it is maintained by an angle which is called as helix angle. And the second type is leaf spring, which is in the form of flat metal pieces. So the coil springs are used in light vehicles, whereas the leaf springs are used in the heavy vehicles. So generally, the different types of materials are steel alloys and polymers and composites. So what is stiffness? So stiffness is the ratio of load per unit deflection. So that means whatever load we apply, whatever deflection that is applied, obtained, and that is called as the stiffness. So what are the different types of loading? That is, one is called as tension. That is when we apply a load in the opposite direction of the spring gets expanded, and that is called as tension. The compression load is when we apply the load in the opposite direction, that means compressing it. And the shear stress is the load which is occurring at the surface, that means in terms of the surfaces, that is called as shear stress. And the bending and torsions are in case of heavy vehicles, the flat material, it gets the load in the vertical direction and it gets bended. So what are the major application of the spring is, it finds its application in suspension system of automobiles, aerospace industries, and in terms of electronics and medical instruments, and also in the drug delivery devices where we can find the application, and also in the consumer products such as like spring watches, so where we can find springs, and in the automatic watches also we can find the coil springs. So the springs are governed by four important factors. One is the Hooke's law, and another one is the elastic limit, and elasticity, and the design importance. So these are the four major areas where the spring gets its application. And Hooke's law, it means that the stress is directly proportional to strain within the elastic limit. So when we apply a load within the elastic limit, and if we remove the load, it gains its original position, and that is proposed by Hooke's. And maximum all the springs are obeying the Hooke's law. So in this lecture, we have discussed what is a spring, what are the material that is made of spring, and the application of the spring. So thank you.